Kevin. What you got there?
This is an exercise in paying attention. Yeah, that's what this is. Guys, gals, we're getting a little older. I'm getting a little older. I know it hurts to picking up some of this heavy stuff every now and again, so I thought, I need a new tool. So this is a lifting magnet. It's a 1,000-pound capacity, which should be plenty. I don't plan on building anything bigger than that. We're working with steel much bigger than that, really. Big heavy lifting ring, handle to turn it off, if you will, to be able to pull it loose from the metal. I'll show you in a second. Unlike my plate lifter, which picks up a piece of plate from the edge, the fun part's getting it out. This one is for bigger sheets. This one's for picking up bigger pieces of plate from the middle. So you can get it, up off the cart onto the bench. You can get it off the bench. You can do things with it that way. It's also big enough and strong enough that I can pick up some of these big sculptures with it. So once I get them all done, I can just grab it with this, be able to pick it up with a gantry crane, be able to load it in the truck, in the trailer or whatever. So I think this is really going to save my back. And you're thinking, okay, Kevin, that's great, that's wonderful, but how do you use the darn thing? Well, it's really pretty easy. It's a permanent magnet, so it's basically always on. So this is the release lever. Once you stick it to something and you want to take it off, you can just pull that over and now you can pull it loose. Make sure you put it on a piece of cardboard, piece of wood, piece of aluminum, something. Something not steel, because it sticks pretty good. This big Allen screw right here, it actually goes all the way through and comes out the bottom. This is how you turn it off. You screw that down so it picks the whole magnet up off of, picks it up at an angle so it can't stick to anything. That way you can, quote unquote, turn it off. Store it, always store it on a piece of wood, piece of cardboard, whatever. Put it back in the cardboard box, help keep it clean, because that is a permanent magnet. It is permanent, it's on here all the time. But you can use that so it won't stick to something.
Well, are we gonna pick something up?
Yeah, I know. Stop talking, start doing. Yeah, hang on. So a while back I installed this little block and tackle. Got it screwed into the beam in the overhead. I'm not picking up a ton with it, but a few 100 pounds helps a lot. Helps with the back. Get steel up here, get steel off of here, get finished pieces off of here. So I got a piece of 1 inch on the floor over here. Let's just pick that up real quick. I always loved the old school, the old block and tackle. I always thought those are just so cool. Click, and it's that easy. Once you stick it down there, she's stuck. Doesn't seem to mind rust. Goes through paint. I wouldn't put too much paint under it. Anything to keep that magnet away from steel, however thick it may be, just weakens its lifting capacities. So you got to be careful what you're doing. Damn sure don't get under it. Granted, this isn't very big, it's not very heavy. I carried it in. Didn't want to, but I did. But I've got some longer beams out there. I've got some longer, bigger plate out there. This is going to help a lot. I think this is really going to make my life a little bit easier. Cleaning, something I was reading in the directions before. You can brush it off, with like a little whisk broom, dustpan broom. You can blow it off with an air hose. Wear your goggles, wear your safety glasses when you do it, just to try to keep that bottom end clean, because there's a lot of steel particles around. It's going to pick up lots of junk on the bottom of it. That's why I say store it in a box, store it on a piece of cardboard, help keep it clean. Oh, yeah, you're probably asking, hey, Kevin, where'd you find this? MagnetoolInc.com. That's where I found these. I was just searching for magnetic lifting devices. And it seems like it was like $560, $580, you know, right in that area someplace. So, you know, versus having to go to a chiropractor, you know, versus having to wear a back brace, you know, versus, you know, just blowing my back out entirely, I think it's worth it. So I'm going to get back to work. You guys are going to hit that subscribe button for me if you would. And don't forget to come check me out on Facebook. See you next time.
How are you getting your daughter there, buddy?
I don't know.
Oh, like that.
Yeah, like that. Don't put it up there.